The video captures Brooks placing the firearm underneath his chin as well and pulling the trigger. We found later on when it's examined that the gun had jammed.
There were still 5 live rounds in the magazine of the gun, but apparently when he was shooting at his wife, the thing had jammed on him. Well, we didn't know that, obviously, at the time.
It was a tragic irony. Brooks was not the threat that police thought him to be. But though the jammed gun saved the life of his wife, it set off the day's violent chain of events.
Deadly end to a downtown hostage-taking.
The media proved an unlikely ally for the emergency task force and Gordon Lusby. The constantly rolling news cameras left no room for speculation when it came to the threat Brooks seemed intent on posing. Ultimately, the investigation concluded that Gordon had no alternative but to shoot.
It unfolded for the whole world to see. In fact, letters came in to the chief of police at that time saying, "I can't believe the restraint your police officers used." So the public were behind us, and I like to think the media were as well.
Abused wife Marlene Brooks survived her battering and resumed her old job in the shopping mall. Hostage Nicole Regis returned to university. But Gordon Lusby is left wondering. His actions may have been publicly justified, but it was the first time in Canadian history that a sniper had ever had to take a man's life. And Gordon pulled the trigger.
It's not something I would have wanted to do. It's not something I'm proud of. I don't want to say it bothers me, but I mean, you can't help think about it. There's probably not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. But all the people that were supposed to go home that day went home and unharmed. So you keep telling yourself that, and you go on, and everything's good.
True story of how a news reporter became the centre of the story himself. The live TV siege is at 1:45 tonight. Next though, 4Music presents another new block party track.
High, medium, low. A new labelling system on food. Who's next?
Mini Baby Bell, real cheese worth chasing.
New from Rimmel London, Cool Matte Mousse Foundation. A revolutionary aquacore mousse that lasts day into night. 16-hour matte finish that resists transfer. Play hot, stay cool. With Cool Matte Mousse from Rimmel, the London look. Rimmel's new Magnifies Mascara with vertical lift brush. 70% more lash lift.
Get the London look.
New Magnifies from Rimmel London.
So, what do you think?
Don't take this wrong, but it doesn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Right.
Yeah, I find it dark and disturbing.
I mean, it's neither cuddly nor waddly.
Okay. Binky, any thoughts?
It just made me wet my pants.
Perfect. The all-new Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute.
Whatever you need, call the 118-118-T.
Yes,
boss! All these old designer handbags.
You should sell them on eBay.
Yes, I'll buy them.
Really? And this red velvet jacket.
Perfect. I'll bid.
As for this feather boa.
Love it.
Nice wardrobe.
Hello?
tantalizing.
This Saturday's Lotto rollover is £7 million.
Hi.
Hi.
A top brand is Toshiba Equum A100-337. It's got Intel Centrino Duo mobile technology with an Intel Core Duo processor that enables you to run several demanding applications at the same time.
Wow.
Vista is included. Your laptop will be more secure, easier to use, and more fun.
How much extra?
Nothing. It's installed and ready to go with dual-core technology for just $499.
And it's a Toshiba.
Exactly.
I'll have one.
Internet prices to take home today. PC World. The best of both worlds.
At O2, we don't just give our customers the same, we give them more. Get the same phones and tariffs as new customers, plus a little something extra with O2 Treats. Loyalty rewarded. It's your O2. See what you can do.
This is the story of our best ever new catalogue, filled with some of our lowest ever prices. Like this Samsung 8-megapixel camera for under £150, and this Samsung 1GB MP3 player for under £60. Don't shop for it, Argos it.
This summer, Thomson's long-haul flights will have more legroom in economy than BA and Virgin. Thomson.
Is Mika too dirty, too flirty, or just like a little Freddy? The Grace Kelly singer talks about himself and his songs in 5 minutes on 4 Music after Block Party.
Welcome to 4 Music presents Block Party, where you get the chance to influence our choice of tracks for this Sunday show. Each night this week, we're bringing you a different exclusive performance of a track from the band's anticipated second album. Sit there, enjoy, then go to channel4.com/music and share with us your thoughts. Your favourite 2 tracks will feature alongside the band's fantastic new single and a Block Party classic in our show on Sunday. You choose, we listen. Tonight, here's Sunday.
It's a heavy night, feels like we've come back from the dead. Heavy night, it's a heavy night. I cannot remember what I said to anyone. If we get up now, we can catch the afternoon. Watch the under-15s playing football in the park. Let's sing insane letters on this alcoholic day. We're doing the best with what we've got. I love you in the morning. When you are hungover, I love you in the morning. When you are strung out, I love you in the morning. this life. There might be ones who are smarter than you, that have their answers, that wear better shoes. Forget about those melting ice caps. We're doing the best with what we've got. I love you in the morning, when you are hungover. I love you in the morning, when you are strung out. Because with you, I am calm, a pearl in your oyster, head on my chest, a silent smile, a private kind of happiness. You see, giant proclamations are all very well, but our love is louder than words. Head on my chest, a silent smile, a private kind of happiness. I love you in the morning, 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 I love you in the morning.
Decide the set list of Sunday's show by voting for your favourite performance at channel4.com/music.
Normal IQ is 100. He's got an IQ of 170.
Do I really want to be marked as gifted for the rest of my life? I might just be the only human being in a sea of robots, for what I know.
It can be a curse.
A landmark series following 10 exceptional kids into adulthood. Child Genius. Next Thursday at 9 on 4.
JD set presents the sound of field music at 12:30 on 4 after Mika.
People have a hard time trying to place my music, and they always ask me, what do you do? And I always just say I make pop music. But if I had to sum up my sound in a phrase, I would, call it hyper psychobabble pop. Yeah. It's the closest I can get to a description anyway. wrote Love Today when I was really happy, and it's kind of a command for getting everyone to feel the same way that I was feeling. At the same time, it tells really odd little stories about all these different kinds of people, and everyone's trying to find love, and everyone's trying to, find love or sex, and whatever way they go about doing it, everyone's looking for the same thing. People have been comparing me to so many different artists. One name that keeps coming up is the Scissor Sisters. And people have compared me to Queen and Freddie Mercury, which I think is an honor, but also terrifying at the same time. Because, I think Freddie Mercury was a genius, musically and technically. I think the best word to describe my musical influences is psychotic. It goes a little bit everywhere. I'm the worst person to play music at a party because I'll always, piss off a certain group of people. I'll play some really hip Cornelius, electro music from Japan, and then the next track I'll play will be some kind of vintage, original Disney recording. And that's kind of found its way into my songwriting. I had a lot of trouble at school when I was younger. It got to a point where it was really bad. That led to me being taken out of school for about 6 to 8 months. I didn't have anything to do during the day, so my mother found me a Russian singing teacher. Her name was Alla, and she would terrorize me into practicing, and it was the best thing that ever really happened to me. It was really hard. She trained me like an athlete. I didn't realize what was happening to me at such an early age. I was about 11 years old.
I went walking with my mama one day when she warned me what people said.
Within a couple months of doing that, I got my first gig, which was in the chorus of a Strauss opera at the Royal Opera House.
Take a look at the girl next door. She's a player and a downright bore.
In this other world, you didn't have to deal with reality in the same way that everybody else did. And all the weird things about you actually became special. And so I kind of really took to that atmosphere.
Mama told me what I should know. Too much candy gonna rot your soul. If she loves you, let her go. 'Cause love only gets you down. Take a look at a boy like me. Never stood on my own 2 feet. Now I'm blue as I can be. Oh, love, come get me down. Singing.
I first wrote Lollipop as a message to my little sister, basically telling her not to go and have sex too soon and stay away from the big bad boys because, they only want to take advantage of you and you should be a lot wiser and, it's only going to get you down.
I went walking with my mama one day when she warned me what people say. Live your life until love is found, or love's gonna get you down.
I wanted to empower that message and make it really, really simple and, of course, play with it and make it dirty by using euphemisms and so I kind of did that by almost making it like a nursery rhyme. It's just kind of gone down so well live. I never would have thought that I would have been closing a gig with the lyrics, sucking too hard on your lollipop, hey, love's gonna get you down. I mean, it's ridiculous. I do all my own artwork with my sister. She goes by the pen name Dawak. I started working on the visual aspect of the record about a year before I actually made it. I hadn't even chosen a producer yet, and I was walking into the record company going, look, this is what the album's going to look like, and I've come up with cartoon characters that are based on my songs, like Billy Brown is a little cartoon character, and Lollipop Girl is based on Lollipop. I am fascinated with the way in which you can deal with subjects in cartoons. The characters can deal with pretty much anything and get away with it because they simplify things, they make them funny, and they make them accessible. I think that pop songs have a similar effect and can be used for the same reasons.
Big girls, you are beautiful. Big girls, you are beautiful. Big girls, you are beautiful. Big girls, you are beautiful.
I wrote Big Girl at 2:30 in the morning, and I wrote it in 15 minutes. I couldn't sleep, so I turned on this Victoria Wood documentary about fat people in the United States. And she went to this place called the Butterfly Lounge, which is a real bar in Costa Mesa, just outside Los Angeles. And it's the first size acceptance nightclub ever in the world.
Big girls, you are beautiful.
And I just saw the images on the screen. I muted the sound and I wrote them this song because I felt like they needed an anthem, and I really felt like I was the person who had to do it.
Big girl, you are beautiful.
Grace Kelly. I wrote it a couple years ago as a little screw you song to the people I was working with. This music company in London, they wanted me to write songs just like everybody else. So I was furious. I went home and I wrote Grace Kelly as, you know, a rant against them. But 2 years later, to have it do so well and to have it released as my first single, we all know who's laughing now.
I try to be like Grace Kelly, but all her looks were too sad. So I tried a little Freddie. I've got an answer to me. Brown and blue, I'd be fire inside. Try to be mean, try to be everything. Oh, why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Oh, watch out the door.
Getting angry doesn't solve anything.
How can I help it? I can help it. I can help what you think. Chat on my baby, and on my baby, putting my life on the brink.
My album has a kind of coming of age theme to it. I deal with a lot of transition stories in a way on the record, except I kind of hype them up to a level where they're almost unreal. And that is the cartoon quality which I refer to in the title of the album, Life in Cartoon Motion. What's in the future for me? I have absolutely no idea. I really want to be in this for the long term. I think there's so many fun musical things that you can do when you have the right support behind you, and I hope that I can keep getting that support to make records with the same amount of freedom that I got to make this one with.
Go on, sing.
Little Voice, tomorrow at 9 on Film 4.
Next week, we're bringing you the best in mutant zombies, dodgy dealers, ninja assassins, and upwardly mobile peasants. There's Clive Owen bringing down the house. We've got Mila Jovovich wishing she'd stayed in bed. And a double take of medieval fantasies. Heath Ledger saddles up in A Knight's Tale. And Jet Li in the unmissable Hero. A great movie for free, every night at 9, next week on Film 4.
There are simpler ways to exfoliate your skin. Witch exfoliating face wash with natural witch hazel leaves your skin soft and smooth. It's not magic, it's witchcraft.
Children often leave their crusts. But with Hovis Invisible Crust, there's nothing to leave. So none of the whole grain goodness is wasted. Invisible Crust from Hovis.
Whoa, what's up? Bad hair day?
No. Look, when I went to the loo, bowel stuff. It was hard and really uncomfortable again.
We all get that from time to time. You need
a new handbag.
Smarter than that, Dulco Ease.
New Dulco Ease softens and hydrates stools over a couple of days to make going to the loo softer and more comfortable again.
I used to have a big pain in my life, till she ditched him.
For a softer and more comfortable way to go to the loo, Dulco Ease, pass it on.
This is the story of our biggest mission yet. To keep cutting prices on our leading products. And only when we'd cut an amazing 3,000 prices were we ready to unveil our best ever catalogue, filled with some of our lowest ever prices. And the moral of the story is, for our best ever value, get your new catalogue now. Don't shop for it, Argus it.
When even your jeans feel so flexible, you can't help but swing.
So we are astray, there's nothing else to do. In another place, I see a different.
I use Comfort, so bye-bye, cardboard jeans. Comfort makes a good clothes day.
Crumlin's noodle scenes have no artificial colours or preservatives. There's lovely.
The new Suzuki SX4 now available with 0% finance over 3 years. Suzuki, for whichever path you choose.
Digital photography is more than just pushing a button. Find out how much more in the independent 7-day digital photography course. You'll learn all about getting the best out of your digital camera and taking great shots. And you'll even get software to retouch your photographs on screen. Starts this Saturday and continues all next week, only in The Independent.
Hi.
Hi.
A top brand is Toshiba Equilibrium A100-337. It's got Intel Centrino Duo mobile technology with an Intel Core Duo processor that enables you to run several demanding applications at the same time.
Wow.
Vista is included. Your laptop will be more secure, easy to use and more fun.
How much extra?
Nothing. It's installed and ready to go with dual-core technology for just $499.
And it's a Toshiba.
Exactly.
I'll have one.
Internet prices to take home today. PC World. The best of both worlds.
Super Trooper by ABBA.
I think it was a Bucks Fizz one. I think it was Making Your Mind Up.
Kim Wilde. Kids in America.
She Loves You, the Beatles.
I think it had to have been Paula Abdul. Forever Your Girl.
I've only ever bought one album for myself. And it was But Seriously by Phil Collins. And if there's a better reason never to buy another album, then I'd like to hear it.
Don't You Want Me Baby, Human League.
Joe Dolce, Shut Up Your Face. I remember the B-side, it was called Ain't in a Hurry.
Warrant. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Ace of Base.
Nancy Sinatra singing Sugartown. Still got it.
The Byrds. Turn, 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 and the other side was Tambourine Man.
Don't pull your love out on me, baby. Take my heart, my soul, my baby.
I think it would buy a Pinky and Perky, them two pigs. And I remember when I got it home, I was very disappointed because they were totally out of key.
Southern Comfort Fat Tuesday presents the Big Chill Festival featuring Sparks and the Blue Man Group in 15 minutes here on 4, right after Field Music.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another JD set with me, Rob DeBank. This week we're in the rainy city, Manchester, and the band under the spotlight are Sunderland-based Field Music. Past incarnations have included members from Maximo Park and the Futureheads, but it's the current lineup of songwriting brothers Peter and David Brewis with their old chum Andrew Moore on the keyboards, which is producing the best bits now. Just check out those Beach Boys vocal harmonies. Ooh yeah. That's not to say they're nicking other people's ideas, though. This is proper intelligent pop music, tipped for the top. And check out their self-titled debut from last year if you don't believe me. A year on, they're getting ready to unleash their next effort, Tones of Town. So we dropped everything and met up with them for a sneak preview.
We sort of made music before we actually listened to it because we just wanted to be kind of in a band. Really, fell into it when we were very young because we all went to school together. Started doing bands, and we just thought we'd try and be cool and be in a band, really. And then we didn't really listen to music. Well, we must have heard some music, obviously, but we didn't really listen to it as in terms of it being sort of. It wasn't really an exciting thing. It wasn't the most important thing in my life then. And then, really, playing music becomes fun when you realise that it's to be listened to. It's like listening to music is the thing which is like most exciting.
Couldn't
On stage, where it's like when you go to a party and suddenly everyone quiets down because they're listening to what you're saying. Brilliant. So you start giving it this. The egotist's flipping dream. I think you've got to surprise people, really. I mean, I go and see loads and loads of bands, and they're not good enough, really, if they don't surprise us. If I can tell what's going to happen next, then I may as well not be there. I assume that, rightly or wrongly, that basically people in the audience are just like me. And that's what they want, and I've got to give people what I want. You know what I mean? We're the first members of the audience that we have to satisfy.
I think those moments of surprise, that's like equivalent to the kind of creativity that you have when you write a bit of a song or come up with a good part that you're going to do record.
Yeah. Eureka moments.
Yeah, and when you're in the studio recording stuff, the idea is always to capture those moments of surprise, make sure they're not lost. Whereas live, it's a little bit more intangible where that surprise comes from.
If time is tight, it's right to stay another night. You know the score, I wouldn't want you sleeping on the floor. Living on your own is never any fun. A house is not a home when you make it what you want to. It's hard to tell if you should make the choice by yourself. 'Cause on your own, you only learn to like what you know. You recognize the smell, but as far as you can tell, the house becomes a hotel when you make it what you want to. What's the point in going home again when it's always the same? It's getting late, so you show me what I'm missing. Say what you see, I'll let you be my referee. Step through the post, the things you like the most. I'm sure I could improve if you made me what you want to. What's the point in going home again? What's the use in going back again? What's the point in changing faces then? Packing boxes, leaving home again when it's always the same.
Something's pretty big, but it's quite out of the way. So you very much get into the habit of, if you want something to happen, either you sit at home and like cry your eyes out, or you go and try and do something about it. So there's quite a lot of people, and I'd love to include ourselves in that, who keep trying to make things into something.
It's really hard to pin down exactly, where your ideas come from, because it's just everywhere really. Because you listen to things and you want a bit of that, you want a bit of that, you want a bit of that. Sometimes it's conscious, sometimes it isn't conscious.
Occasionally you'll read a book or like wander through a gallery and think, God, I want to be doing something, and like I'm excited about creating stuff. Let's go.
I was counting the days, and I was counting the reasons I was satisfied. Everything is fine. You should never count. Short, no time to spare. The irony is clear, but you can never be sure. Short, it's easy. You can blame it on the way. Short, no time to spare. And I'm soon disappear. You can never be seen. Short, so hard to tell. To cut all your care. You can never be seen.
It's the same old ugly Betty.
Let me guess. When you got on the elevator downstairs, you were a caterpillar.
At a brand new time.
It's good for me to try new things, you know? Spread my wings.
Oh my God. Were you just flirting with Henry from accounting?
Ugly Betty, Friday at 9 on 4.
Live from Abbey Road, exclusive performances from the spiritual home of British music. 3 artists, 3 of their best songs. On this week's show, Dr. John fills the studio with New Orleans funky soul. Leanne Rimes explores her powerful vocals in her new and classic songs. And Massive Attack delivers a breathtaking performance, including the huge hit Angel. Don't miss Live from Abbey Road, Friday at 11:05 on More 4.
Where do you go for the latest lift? You can stay at home and order Avon's a new clinical eye lift. Avon's first and only dual eye treatment that does both your uppers and your lowers. It's an eye lift, but not surgery. Help tighten droopy lids with our lifting gel. Reduce the look of lines and bags with our refining cream. 79% saw a younger, more wide-awake eye area. It's just the lift you need. Ask your Avon representative for a new clinical eye lift. Cutting-edge technology, exclusively from Avon.
Come on into the text bar and meet some local girls. We're open 24 hours a day, so you can chat and flirt on your mobile whenever you like. Just text date to 82800 and we'll find a girl for you straight away. Come on, call in and you'll get served instantly in the text bar. Just text date to 82800. That's date to 82800.
There's so much more to see at the MFI sale. From built-in appliances to clever corners and simply brilliant offers. Every cabinet half price, plus free fridge drawers, plus an extra 20% off throughout the store. So catch it while you can. The MFI sale ends soon. MFI, quality built in.
When even your jeans feel so flexible, you can't help but swing.
So we are astray. There's nothing else to do. In another place, I see a different.
I use Comfort, so bye-bye, cardboard jeans. Comfort makes a good clothes day.
Just another diamond day, just a blade of grass, just another pair of hands.
Flex constantly adapts its mix of minutes and text to suit you, so you're always on our best value plan. T-Mobile, simply closer.
The new Suzuki SX4 now available with 0% finance over 3 years. Suzuki, for whichever path you choose.
I'm a great cook.
I can play the drums.
Secret talent is... No, I really don't. I swear to God.
I'm quite good at table tennis.
I can recite, word for word, the entire movie of Dirty Dancing, complete with choreography.
I can make blood from my fingers. It's not really a talent, is it? It's just rubbish.
I can be pretty crafty. I make lots of little crafty things like ornaments and, you know, bath salts.
Whoa, that's good.
I can stick my whole fist in my mouth.
I can kiss my own thingy. It's not that big, but I've got a swan's neck.
It's not cartwheels, that's for definite.
If I drink a lot of orange juice, I can get spit to go almost to the ground and then go...
My right hand, dude.
I'm desperate to please.
At 1:45, a look at how a TV newsreader found himself in a hostage situation live on air. First and foremost, though, run to the hills as Southern Comfort Fat Tuesday presents The Big Chill.
It's unique.
Fun.
Different.
Smiling faces, good music.
Happiness.
Fluffiness.
Very laid back.
Hyperactively relaxed.
Heaven on earth.
Exciting.
Wicked.
Weird.
Regal.
Friendly.
Easy.
Messy.
Beautiful.
The most excellent, best place in the whole world.
Wristbands here. Programme there, North and South Camping. Do you know where you're staying yet? It's just nice to enforce the big chill kind of ethic, you know, like tell people, you know, how nice it is to see them and just generally help them out, give them directions. Take your time. Don't start till 12 tomorrow. Stroll along. Camp on the way. Camp on the way.
On the way from the car, which is just there, to here, the tickets fell out of my pocket and they just kind of disappeared. But thankfully, someone handed them in. Yeah, so they were all up on the board. Someone stuck them up.
You can stop crying and enjoy yourself. Is it your first big show?
They found the tickets!
I don't think it would have happened at a lot of other festivals, so yeah, it says quite a lot about the whole place, really.
Generally, there's a lot of people that you know coming, and you can sort of like meet them on Big Chill forums.
When we first bought our tickets, I actually went on the forum just to find out a bit more about what we were going to be doing and going to see. And Joe's on there.
I think we might meet up with some other people from the forum if I'm brave enough and not too shy. It's different meeting people online than it is in real life.
Yeah. And Lauren is the same age as Brodie, and you and Lauren speak, don't you, on MSN now?
Yeah.
It is very chilled, and it's our holiday, really, so we come and look forward to it. Just so that we can relax and not have to think about anything.
I think people are just settling into it, getting there a day early before the music starts, getting the tent set up, hanging out with the mates, having a bit of food, catching up, and by the time the music starts, people are just on festival time and just ambling around, and yeah, it's really pleasant.
Come from London, taking the day off today, obviously. Didn't do that last year, just kind of came in just for the 2-day weekend, and then, but yeah, decided to take the day off. Came up on the train, got here about 2 hours ago via a shuttle bus from Great Malvern.
How many tents have we got?
We've got a bit of a city going on. We've got a gazebo and about 4 big, yeah, we're all together, 4 big tents. People get married in the chapel over there as well. Yeah.
Been coming here for about, well, this is my 5th year, and I haven't missed any event that the Big Chill have put on in that entire 5 years. It is very different from all the other festivals, absolutely different. It's just full of nice people. It's obviously an overused word, nice, but everybody's nice. The place is nice, everybody's nice.
Good evening.
When I'm trying to explain it to people who don't know what it is, I would say it's like being a hippie, but without the bag clothes and the beads, because everybody's just nice to each other like back in those days.
Where did that bit come from? Yeah. Is it the end bit?
Just sort of no pressure, no frills, just have a good time. No one's sort of forced to try and do anything, so it's just got a really good relaxed atmosphere.
Spare pole!
They've got a lot of bands that, well, certainly a lot of bands that I've never heard of, so it's quite nice to come and see, you know, new people that you wouldn't necessarily get at other festivals.
The joy for me is just to come, wander around and discover new things. I don't, if there's a band that I've seen headlining last year, then I'll avoid them and go and look for something else. It's a great place to discover new music and new things to enjoy.
But now it's live. Corporation of love. We just want to spread that message, people. Going out to you. There is magic in this feeling that moves us all. Shake your body to the rhythm, let the spirit fall. You got to shake the tension and move them walls. So figure we can miss you. Now bring down the walls. We're gonna bring down them walls. Let them fall. We're gonna bring down the walls. Bring down the walls. So the magic is gonna make you fall. Gonna move your body to the rhythm, baby. Let the spirit fall. It's such a fashion innovation and an illustration gonna make you weak. You gotta move your body to the rhythm, baby, till you feel this beat. Bring them down. Oh no. Okay, people. Look like you're trying to get with it, but I really need to see you move. Shake. Loose up. Let it all go, y'all.
This Saturday's Lotto rollover is £7 million.
Always ensure you're in the best spot. Stake your claim to the most comfortable position. but most importantly, insists solely on the delicious taste of gourmet pearl. Delectable mini fillets with salmon and whole shrimps. Quite simply, it's the ultimate pleasure. Gourmet, how can you possibly resist?
This is Me Plus One, the massive new single from Kasabian. Kasabian, Me Plus One, out now.
Introducing 4OD, the new on-demand service from Channel 4.
Got a fat face, but I'm funny. Think of a number, any number that you like, a completely free choice. When you've got one, I'd like you to type that number.
You choose what you want to watch and when you want to watch it. Check out our splendid range of TV, film and music. For more information, go to channel4.com/4OD.
Good morning, you're listening to Big Chill Radio on 87.7 FM. You're listening to Sunflower Kate and Kieran. Welcome to your festival, the Big Chill East Knock Castle 2006. It's Friday morning. The sun is nearly shining. Okay. It's a little bit cloudy.
Hey! I think it's just like nice to go camping with all your mates, and then there's really good music and stuff. And it's really pretty, I think, around here as well. It's a bit more civilised, I think, than other festivals.
It's about 10:30. The festival opens in just an hour and a half time. We're here to take you through your festival countdown.
There's about 25 of us all camping together, so it's yeah, it's good. It's chilled out, relaxed.
It's our annual family outing.
It's an annual family outing.
Hoisted the dinosaur.
And we had hoisted the dinosaur.
Morning.
The guys actually made like a proper hoisting, so we had a saluting ceremony.
The radio station, it's a really nice part of the event. It means when the music stops at 2 in the morning, the radio carries on through the night.
Joining us in the studio this morning are the lovely ladies from the Insect Circus stall.
Hello.
Just turn on your radio and lie back in your tent and, you know, drift off to some good music, and it's a really nice touch. Something for everyone, a bit of space in the morning when you just want to wander around and get a coffee and sit on the grass and listen to some chill music, and later on everyone's leaping around like, you know, squirrels on Red Bull. I like tea and I like clubs, but you don't often get the two together, especially if you're not drinking. Then you want a brew rather than a fizzy drink or water, you know what I mean? It's like, why should I be deprived of my favourite beverage just because I'm in a club?
Beautiful, fantastic festival, and swore that I would be playing next year, and so here I am, playing more than I could ever have imagined.
I'm on stage next at 2:40, so I've got just over an hour to get over there and get set up.
I play the harp, which is not really an instrument you'd associate with festivals, so it's been a bit of a pain to get it around. I've been going around in the back of a truck, quite exciting. Ready? One, two.
Well done.
Everyone's so friendly, it's very, very relaxed. And here as a performer, just the crew are great.
Well, you wait until she gets on the top as well. She has to stand and hold it, which is just thoroughly hilarious.
So I have to get the harp on the truck, tie it up and go all the way around the campsite. Feeling like royalty on top of my truck, which is very nice. You chill in the Big Chill.
My brother's dressed like Teen Wolf and looks absolutely brilliant.
I look around when I hear that sound of footsteps on the floor.
Down at the Southern Comfort tent, they've got everybody dressed up in corsets and bowler hats and whatever, and walking around with like a big empty picture frame, sort of going up and like getting Polaroids of people.
Get in a little closer, please.
The trouble is you get so used to seeing people in wacky outfits that you just see someone in a frog outfit and it's like, oh yeah.
One of the sort of criticisms that the Big Chill sometimes comes in for is that they haven't got these enormous headline acts, but I actually really like that because I come here not having heard of about 95% of the artists, but actually really enjoy discovering them.
I have walked your sorry streets and lived amongst your people, but I'm sure we must have heard the same birds sing. You have stepped in hardened footprints down where my shoes were muddy, and I know we must have heard the same dog bark. And the ground was shaking, and the jolty was a-falling. There's a cracking in your kitchen, oh, I know you heard me calling out a name that you never used for me till then. Out a name that you never used for me till then. Out a name that you never used.
I'd heard that the Big Chill was really like a friendly, very laid-back vibe, and it was a really lovely place to be. And I don't know if you can see, but behind it's a really pretty location and everything. I'd seen photos of it, but I'd heard the music was really interesting and fun, and just really looking forward to it.
I have sat on the hillside, neck deep in cushioned clover, up where I'm sure you braided those necklaces and bracelets. You have lost your socks and panties down by the Caterpillar. The grade's the road I'll walk on while I'm dreading England. When the ground was rumbling, in the bathroom walls were bending, oh, I lay there wet and naked. Oh, I know you heard me yelling, oh, out a name that I never used for ye till then. Oh, out a name that you never used for me till then. Oh, out a name that you never used.
It's mainstream, but yeah, it's alternative at the same time. You know, I like things that are well organised, and you know, people just get on, and we can come together and keep enjoying art and music. And you know, personally, my ambition is to blow the mind of the entire planet with fifth-dimensional electronic art and music for the rest of my natural span.
But this one here, I want everybody to move.
pretty rammed, and we kept it full with, I reckon there's 15,000 people there, you know.
Ryvita pumpkin seed crisp bread with yogurt, cucumber and mint.
Britain loves Ryvita.
Al, stop this madness!
Fear not, monkey. I'm in the zone. There's naturally occurring theanine in my delicious PG tips, so I stay relaxed, yet alert. Bother without a spoons.
Al, no!
Would you prefer the blindfold?
Well, if it is all to end now. No, idiot, from me! Put the blindfold on me!
Who said that?
Clients ask, won't my hair fry from all that heat? And I say no, because a stylist knows before something hot touches hair, the hair must be protected. With, if they ask me, which they do, Tresemme Heat Defense. It's a professional styling spray that protects hair when drying and straightening. And Tresemme is affordable. My clients get smooth, salon beautiful hair every day. In other words, look out. Tresemme Heat Defense. Professional, affordable.
It's frustrating when your ideal home is just out of reach. Abbey have a range of mortgages that could help you lower your monthly payments. We'll work out how much you can afford to borrow and could lend you up to 5 times your income, making it easier to buy your perfect home. Call 0800 80 80 80 or visit your local branch. Abbey, more ideas for your money.
There are simpler ways to make your skin look healthy. Witch Radiant Serum with natural witch hazel leaves your skin naturally hydrated and radiant. It's not magic, it's witchcraft.
Where do you go for the latest lift? You can stay at home and order Avon's a new clinical eye lift. Avon's first and only dual eye treatment that does both your uppers and your lowers. It's an eye lift but not surgery. Help tighten droopy lids with our lifting gel. Reduce the look of lines and bags with our refining cream. 79% saw a younger, more wide-awake eye area. It's just the lift you need. Ask your Avon representative for a new clinical eye lift. Cutting-edge technology, exclusively from Avon.
Each step is moving, it's moving me up. Moving, it's moving me up. Every step is moving me up.
We believe you should know your coverage strength before you commit. With Street Check from T-Mobile, you just bring us your favourite postcodes.
Meet the old Yakults. They haven't changed much in 71.5 years. But then neither has how our bodies function. Our founder, the scientist Dr. Shirota, developed his friendly bacteria to help maintain a healthy gut. And a healthy gut makes for stronger natural defenses. That's why our bacteria is still the most important thing that goes into a Yakult. And always will be.
Jamie's getting closer to choosing his chef.
It all does come down today.
But can the remaining trainees handle the pressure?
I probably would have to step down.
And who's going to make the pitch that changes the rest of their lives?
If they've done really well so far and they have a pitch, they're not going to get it.
Jamie's Chef continues Wednesday at 9 on 4.
I think we've been clubbing for a few years and we're getting a bit bored with the whole what was on offer there, and we decided to do something more socially based.
We started discussing, well, what would make a really good night out for us? And we said, well, you know, we had X amount of friends there, but actually couldn't hear a word they were saying.
We sort of inverted the club concept in a way. The main room there, the biggest space, was the most chilled. So chilled, in fact, that people were lying on mattresses and looking at full-screen visuals.
It was actually, you know, a reaction against the sort of rather sometimes tight grip of the commercial scene and kind of on the windpipe of youth music culture.
No one else was doing the sort of Sunday chill-out thing at the time, so we were first in there.
And it really just did catch people's imagination.
It was described very quickly as like a festival in a club. We ended up doing about 1.5 years of monthly Sundays before taking it outdoors. But I think the thing that attracted us when we first saw it was just the solitude here and completely natural beauty, which was untainted and in a very remote location.
It's amazing. It really does make 11 years disappear. You can imagine as you see it here, and everybody was sitting out by the stream and they were having picnics, and it was just so chilled out. It was really beautiful.
Because we didn't have any fences or anything, because no one else knew about it, so people could just go and roam up on the mountains and then come back down again. I think we were tipped off by somebody in the village of Lantoni saying there's a good secluded farm and a friendly farmer.
It turned out to be a bigger event than I imagined.
And he was just very accommodating from the start, really, saying bring half of Greater London down if you want to.
They seemed to come from all walks of life. But they all got on and they all enjoyed themselves.
He was the security, really, wasn't he? Him and a pitchfork at the top of the lane.
Yeah, he used to tell people who came along in cars wondering what was going on that it was his daughter's wedding.
What did I think of it? Rubbish. I think all music's rubbish. I'd rather listen to the birds sing.
Oh, we had Matt Black from Cold Cut.
My son was conceived there, actually, so that was another reason it's special for me.
The essence of what we're about is to find beautiful locations, and this was the first one, and Eastnor Castle is the latest one.
At every festival, I think I've stood there, you know, on the Thursday morning, or if it's starting on Friday morning, going, no, it doesn't look right, it doesn't look right, there's something missing. And then everybody arrives in and suddenly goes, that's it.
It wasn't dueling banjos, it was the vocal take on it. We're going to go a bit 60s now with a track from Spanky and Our Gang.
But I like to get to know I'd like to get to know you if I could. But I like to get to know
It's quite early in the morning, well, it's not yet midday.
Yeah.
Just had 3 hours sleep overnight, sort of holding it together here to do the customary Saturday breakfast show, which I really love doing.
I'd like to get to know you, yes I would.
Probably have the calmest Thursday and Friday start to a festival that I can ever remember, actually. I think the team is gelling really well.
I'm the curator of the media mix tent, which is this. and it's basically a kind of one-stop shop for theatre, dance, film, comedy, cabaret.
It's been Big Chill. It's a exactly right word for it. Yeah. So you just came here to have a nice weekend.
Incredible. I think it's a great experience for us.
The three guys that started Blue Man, they wanted to make something different with the art scene in New York. And from what I understand about the Big Chill, it came from a similar place where they wanted to have more of a community from this dance clubbing scene. And in both senses, it came from an honest place. It wasn't these people coming together and saying, okay, so how can we make money? How can we cash in on some cool idea? It was, how can we bring people together?
Tuesdays is all wicked. Yeah, we love this music place all the time. It's great dancing, good vibe.
We love the Big Chill.
We love the Big Chill. In your face, oh my God, no disgrace. And we love the broken bass tonight. We know,
Janice, the hardest working parrot in show business. 40 years in the trade, worked with all the greats, Vera Lynn, Tommy Cooper, and she's having a great time, and so are we all. Well done, Big Chill.
Okay, it's Saturday afternoon at the Big Chill, and we're having a lovely warm afternoon, and we've got a very loved up festival.
Les dimanches à Bamako, c'est les jours de mariage. Les Sotarama, les taxis, les voitures, les frères, les badauds, les clients. Les dimanches à Bamako, c'est les jours de mariage. 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 le jour des mariages, les dimanches à Bamako. C'est le jour des mariages, les dimanches à Bamako. C'est le jour des mariages, les dimanches.
And I think the site is absolutely superb. I mean, the litter-free aspect of it is very important.
There's no rubbish at all. It's really good. Yeah.
I mean, this is a site of special scientific interest, and has to be left absolutely nothing on the ground. And we've got deer have got to come back in here. It's a deer park, and they've got to have every last cigarette butt off the ground. Nothing. Leave no trace. Hence the campaign.
Very relaxed, really, really relaxed and laid back. I think it lives up to its reputation, I guess. We saw some snail racing, human snail racing. That was kind of fun.
Smell the cabbage now. Smell the cabbage for motivation. And race! Come on!
And we have 4 snails, and they're Formula 1 snails, and they race each other to the death, right to the end. It's a great event. It'll be Olympic sport very soon. It's going very well. People are very excited. I think there's a snail in everyone.
It was a photo finish to the end. I think it was. I couldn't call it.
Je ne t'oublie pas, Elsa. Oh non, 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 non. Oh Elsa, madame. J'oublierai ton sourire. Mais dans mes rêves glacés, je le revois encore. Ah! J'ai longtemps cherché la nuit à te remplacer, et pour quelques heures parfois, c'était la Dolce Vita. Et cette façon que tu avais de te serrer contre le revers de mon smoking blanc cassé, je ne l'ai jamais retrouvé. Mais dans l'obscurité hier, je le revois encore.
This year we've introduced the Enchanted Garden area, which is a new area just across the hill, which is a little sanctuary area within the festival. In fact, I think we're having now tribes within the Big Chill setting up. Just spend the whole day chilling out in the new Enchanted Garden area.
Yeah, you put that in your bag and look after it when you're right.
At 9 o'clock tonight, light a candle.
All the filthy bag and stuff.
Right, where are we going? We're going in here.
You're going to give your hand in anyway.
It's not going to go in. It's not going to go in.
If we lay it on there, can we do that or not?
Chair, bag, clothes. We found the flip-flops. Flip-flops.
Okay, that's all good.
Yeah. Right.
I'm really looking forward to tonight. I'm going to go and see Chilled by Nature. You hear a lot, but I've never actually seen him perform, so that'll be really, really nice.
It was such a thrill to be asked to play with Pete Lawrence's band. He's put together the most amazing musicians. And playing music that's just lovely, lovely to play. It's been a real thrill.
It's very mellow around that stage, and with the sun setting at that time and the vigil